There is a kind of pain that doesn't announce itself with tears. It doesn't come with a sharp ache or a flood of emotion. It comes quietly, and it takes everything with it when it arrives. One day you wake up and realize you can't feel much of anything anymore. Not joy, not sadness, not even the longing you used to have. Just stillness. A gray, hollow stillness that sits inside your chest where something warm used to live. If you know what that feels like, I want you to know you are not broken. You are not past reaching, and you are not alone in this. Sometimes when the heart has carried too much for too long, it goes quiet. It is almost like a protection, the soul pulling a curtain across itself to survive what it could not process all at once. Grief can do this. Exhaustion can do this. Loss, disappointment, long seasons of holding on, these things can wear down even the most feeling heart until it grows very, very still. And in that stillness, it can be hard to pray. It can be hard to hope. It can even be hard to reach toward God when you cannot feel the reaching. But here is what I want to sit with you in today. Your feelings are not the measure of God's nearness. His presence does not depend on your ability to sense it. And there is a passage tucked into the Psalms that has been a quiet lamp for people walking through exactly this kind of inner winter. Listen to these words from Psalms, chapter 34. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. The Lord is nigh. Nigh, that old, beautiful word. It means near, close, right here. Not far off, not distant behind some wall of silence. Near to the broken heart, to the contrite spirit, and that word, contrite, doesn't mean perfect or strong. It means crushed, softened, worn down. It means exactly the kind of heart that feels like it has nothing left to offer. And to that heart, that specific, tired, emptied-out heart, God says, I am near. I think about what it might feel like to be in a room so dark and quiet you start to wonder if anyone knows you're there. And then someone sits down beside you. They don't say anything grand. They don't fix everything. They just sit, close enough that you can feel the warmth of their presence, close enough that you are no longer alone. That is what this verse is. When the numbness settles in, and sometimes it settles for days or weeks or longer, it is easy to read silence as absence, to assume that because you cannot feel God, he must have stepped away. But this scripture gently, firmly says the opposite. It says that the very moment your heart breaks, the very season your spirit grows faint and still, that is when he draws nearest. Not when you are at your best, not when your faith feels strongest. Now, here, in the gray and the quiet. You don't have to manufacture feeling to reach him. You don't have to force tears or work up emotion or convince yourself into warmth you don't have right now. Sometimes the most honest prayer is simply, I don't feel anything. I'm still here, and letting that be enough. Because he receives it. He hears the silence of an exhausted soul just as surely as he hears the cry of one in anguish. The psalm doesn't say he is near only to those who feel broken. It says he is near to those who are broken. The state of your heart, not the performance of it, is what he meets. I think of someone who has been caregiving for a long time, pouring out steadily until there is nothing left in the well. Or someone who has grieved so deeply that the grief has finally gone quiet, not because it is healed, but because the heart has simply run out of ways to express it. Or someone who has smiled through so many hard seasons that they've lost touch with what they actually feel underneath. If any of that is you, this verse was placed in Scripture for you, right here, right now. You are not too numb for God to find. You are not too empty for him to fill. You are not too far gone for nearness. He is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart. And a heart that cannot feel much right now is still a heart. It is still held. Wherever you are today, whether you came here with tears or with nothing at all, I am glad you stayed. I am glad you let these words sit with you for a few minutes. You don't have to feel better right now. You don't have to have the answers or the energy or the faith that moves mountains. You just have to be here. And you are, and He is near. Psalm 34, verse 18. Carry it gently. If you'd like more scripture that meets you where you are, quietly, without pressure, we'd be honored to have you subscribe. We share passages of peace and comfort every single day, for every kind of hard season. And if there is someone in your life who is walking through their own inner winter right now, would you consider sharing this with them? Sometimes the most powerful thing we can offer another person is simply the reminder that they are not alone, and that God is near. You can also leave a prayer request below. This is a community that holds one another quietly and sincerely. You are welcome here. Go gently today, and know you are not forgotten.